This is Paul Kelly for ESBR Boxing. I'm glad to be joined by Tommy McCarthy in Belfast. Tommy, massive big card. You're in a huge fight yourself, but first and foremost, great to see nights like this in Belfast.
Yeah, excellent. That's what the Belfast fight fans have been crying out for. You know, Belfast is a good boxing city, so everyone's buzzing. The city's all on fire, all buzzing for it.
Absolutely, and obviously an all-Irish fight in the main event. We've got plenty of Irish fighters on it. Yours is, you could say, it's an all-Belfast clash as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good opportunity for a lot of Irish fighters here as well to, maybe get those big fights going forward.
Yeah, everyone loves an all-Ireland clash, and the headline, it's north versus south, so people love that even more. Myself, I am from West Belfast, Stephen's from North Belfast, so different parts of the city, clashing. So it's a mouth-watering bill.
Absolutely, and yeah, you're obviously up against Stephen Moore, someone that you know very well. I think what was the way he put it? He's like, oh no, me and Tommy get on really well, but we wouldn't go for ice cream every week or everything, or something like that. I think the way he put it. But does it make mentality-wise? Is there a difference when you're fighting someone that you do know so well, or is it the same as go in, you're gonna beat each other up, and that's just boxing?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a sport, So when you get in the ring, I'm going to have to just switch off my emotions, and Stephen's just not going to be Stephen anymore. He's going to be an opponent. So it's just part of, you just have to be professional about it.
Absolutely, and obviously the last time we saw you got back to winning ways. Now, obviously a far bigger fight here. What's it been like, during that period of those couple of losses to then now? Because I remember talking to you before, and you were saying I didn't really know what to be at, and then it was Anto Kakachi that said to you, like, go on Tommy, come on, whatever. What's that mentality been like from now? Like, do you feel different in the mindset from even 6 months ago?
Yeah, I feel switched on, motivated, and I'm loving where I'm at in life at the minute. I've trained well. Everything just seems like it's coming together nicely, so I feel brilliant, feel 100%.
What does a win do here against Stephen Ward for yourself?
Just helps me get up the ladder again. Everyone's trying to get to 30, and that's my goal, to get on one of them Riyadh season shows. So a win here puts me in lane, or puts me closer to getting it.
I spoke at the launch press conference last month. Stephen Moore said that his goal was to fight for the British title maybe after this. What, in terms, you say obviously fighting on a Riyadh season show is one of your goals, but is there any terms of belts, names, or anything like that? Is there anything that you have your eyes set on?
My ultimate goal has always been to be a world champion, and I know as I'm getting older, it's going to be harder for me to do it. Cruiserweight division is stacked, but I want to fight for the world title. I don't want to retire without at least challenging for the world title. But my ultimate goal is to win the world title, a version of it.
Obviously, you won the European before, and so on and so forth. So it is, I suppose, it's that natural step. But I'm sure there are quite a lot of, as you said, It's a stacked division, a few fighters ahead of you. So is it a matter of win on Saturday night, another big name to just keep climbing that ladder until eventually, hopefully in a few fights time, then it is world honours?
That's it. Win Saturday night, get another good win after, and that's you're knocking at the door for a world title. I've been, since 2019, I've been in and around the world title mix. In 2022, I actually signed a contract to fight for the world title. I was meant to fight for the WBA title. That fell through last minute. So I've been right there, so close to getting there. So it has to happen now.
And you look at the cruiserweight on the world scene. Of the champions, obviously they're all world-class fighters. We've got the likes of Jaya Pataya, Gilberto Ramirez. I'm not sure the situation is Badu Jack now reinstated as champion. I'm not 100% sure. I heard about that. But is there anyone out of them where you think, you're in your head, you're like, I know I can beat you?
They're all unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I can beat anyone. They're all men, 2 arms, 2 legs. I just need to be the biggest person I have to beat is myself. That's been my downfall in my career, is not boxing them with full abilities on fight night. So I fancy some chances against anyone on the day, and they're all. It doesn't matter if it was WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, IBO, any one of them titles. I just want to win one.
Would you consider the IBO as a version of a world title? To you, is that a world title? Because some people only recognise those 4 main ones, and sometimes say the IBO maybe isn't one.
For sure, Anthony McCarthy, a good friend of mine, that was the first title he won, and I was singing down a place that Anthony McCarthy's world champion, McCarthy, another friend of mine, won the IBO. He had an open top bus around St James's, and it was only till recently that the WBO became recognised. When I was younger and I was a boxing fan, to be undisputed, it was IBF, WBC, WBA. And the WBO, up until maybe, would you say 2010 maybe, WBO was in the same bracket as the IBO. So IBO has some big names that hold it and have fought for it and have held it over the years. So a world title is a world title in my book.
Absolutely. Is there? I suppose I'll come back to you in a wee second and kind of finish on that. But looking at the main event, I'm sure you probably, as much as everyone else, all being well, will be able to sit and watch the main event as well, because it is a cracking main event. Do you have any thoughts on the fight, or are you leaning one way or the other? Because I think, even if you look at bookmakers, if you go around and ask 100 people, 50 are going with Paddy Donovan, 50 are going with Lewis Crocker. How do you see it playing out?
It's a real 50-50 fight. It's hard to pick. And I know both the lads, and it's just, I don't know. One day I would say Lewis, and next day I might go Donovan. It's so hard to pick.
Do you think there's any way it goes the distance? Because both are seen as quite big punchers, and I think a lot of people are saying that Crocker could win via stoppage. Some people may be saying that Donovan could win via decision, but when you actually look at it on the surface, it is Donovan that has a higher KO percentage. So where's your mind at there? Do you think it'll go in the distance, or could we get a wee knockout?
I actually think it will go the distance, because both of them are quality operators, and they can both punch, but they both have good defense, and they're both experienced. So I'm thinking it's going to be a close decision. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a draw, 6-6, because I could see Paddy starting fast, and Crocker, we've seen, he has a heart, he has the balls to dig deep in the deep rounds, in the championship rounds. So you could see Donovan win the first half, Crocker win the second half. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Do you think that, obviously there'll be loads of people up from Limerick supporting Paddy Donovan, but do you think that the fact that it's in Belfast will add that little bit more to Lewis Crocker thinking, I can't lose in front of my hometown crowd?
I don't know. Lewis is professional enough to blank all that stuff out. So I don't know if that'll be, I doubt it'll be a factor. He'll just have his mind on the job. But like you say, it's going to be a partisan crowd. There'll be a lot of the travelling community, not just from Limerick, from all over the country. They'll be in there making a whole heap of noise. And Crocker, he has a fan base too, so there'll be plenty of support for both lads.
Absolutely, let's hope it lives up to the hype and it delivers. Back to yourself, just before we finish, Tommy, how does it go? You and Stephen Ward, and obviously you're going to say, you'll be backing yourself to win. Do you think you can stop him?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And I'm backing myself to win, 100%.
Is it just a matter of if the stoppage comes, it comes, or are you going in there looking for the stoppage and not leaving it to the judges?
Yep, if it presents itself, I'm going for it. But I'm just going to go in there and just put on a beautiful display of boxing.
Tommy McCarthy, thanks very much for your time as always, and enjoy the rest of fight week.